What's going on, everybody? I'm finishing these goddamn review commentaries today, or I'll die trying, or I'll just run out of time. Anyway, this is my 91st review commentary. This was for a film called 7 Years. Was it 7 years or 6 years? Let me double check. 6 years. 6 years. My bad. And this actually got hella views at way after the fact. Which, you know, kind of makes me feel like, hey, movies get viewed in retrospect after they've been, you know, out for years. That's cool. Just enough to the point where your video, being the only one that's searchable, gets views because nobody else reviewed it. Anyway, starting the video in 3, 2, 1. And this film also had one of those endings that kind of just leave you like, what the fuck? And whenever people are in that state of mind, they usually end up wanting to watch videos, so that definitely helped my case too. I'm glad I put like a decent amount of work into this one considering it got those views. Could have done better, but you know how it is. But I remember this because I was sleeping in my car at this point in time, and my mom owned a house that she like rented out of, like she like let other people stay there, and the neighbor to that house let me stay there for like 3 or 4 nights, and during that point in time I was able to, you know, chew out and watch a movie, and you know, it was a pretty sincere, personable romance movie. I don't get a lot of those. You know, I don't get to, as a grown man, sit down and watch romance movies all that often, so it was kind of nice just to do something a little bit different. And it had your girl from American Horror Story. I don't think she's a great actress or anything, but you know, it was just interesting, you know, seeing this very different role. Where she's just trying to be as much of a real person as possible, whereas in American Horror Story you have to be as unlike a human person as you can. I don't like that cover, like just those kind of covers that it's like, hey, let's look like romantic perfection for a second, when in reality this film like purposely, you know, makes them look human. They get drunk, they cheat on each other. You know, make them look kind of fucking as really human as you can get. So that cover just feels like a lie. Especially, I don't want to ruin the ending for you if you haven't seen it, but the ending of this movie is brutal. You dig? My hair game is falling. It's going downhill, man. It's only going to get worse from there. Soon you're going to have to start wearing hats. You know, I already wear a hat every day at work as of the time of this filming. And I got to wear hats now at my current job. It just comes with the kitchen. Which soon my hair's getting really fucking long. I'm going to have to start wearing a hairnet inside of my hat. I'll wait for that day. Anyway, I like that they were college age, you know, different kinds of protagonists than your usual film character. Like, I like characters that like feel young, but they're actually young. I feel like so many stories that cast young people, they're actually like adults in children's bodies. They don't have that like that like lack of confidence and like that level of like insecurity. Not that older people don't have those problems, it's just one more predominant in younger people such as this. I love that hyperventilating joke, by the way. And that's me insulting that character. But yeah, I feel like the insecurities in like these characters and more of like young people, like, if I'm not trying to say it feels more genuine coming from like younger people, but I feel like older people are trying to write for younger teenagers. Sometimes they write them in ways it's like, oh, I just am so insecure, and they'll just talk about it. But like we can actually see actions and real feelings from these characters, you know? It kind of goes into that thing with Aqua I said in the last episode where I hate when characters like will say, "Oh, I'm so sad," but when you're sad, you're fucking broken. You can't communicate. There's a difference between talking about your emotional state and actually being your emotional state. I went pretty in-depthly in this one. Damn. I thought this would be like a 6-minute review, but it's 9 minutes?
Back to the cheating. As you can expect, there's like something going on there from both parties,
and 6 years is a ridiculous amount of time to be in a relationship. But if you find your soulmate out there, 6 years is the beginning. That's really the defining. I feel like 6 years is officially when it's like we either gotta fucking break up or we gotta spend the rest of our life together. Because you're at the point where, and it kind of sucks when you're young because you should be like, it's encouraged to be with multiple people. You know, if you find your high school whatever the fuck sweetheart, people are just gonna be like gonna make fun of you because you found love in someone so early on. But at the same time, you don't know like anything about love at age 19, and I'm 21, and I'm still, I feel like, too young to be making those kinds of decisions for myself. So, but whereas my girlfriend, she's 26 and probably ready for that. So, bit of a personal conflict, or not conflict, but two different mindsets for me, but very similar problem with these characters where they feel obligated to spend the rest of their lives with each other, even though there's some obvious internal integral conflicts, the kind of conflicts that keep you from being with a person forever, because if you're with them forever, that's the rest of your life at least. I do kind of hate seeing romances like this and they'll like purposely like attack each other. I hate seeing that in real couples. Like, why do you fucking sabotage bridges you're trying to build? Like, maybe just because I'm a people pleaser and I'm always like, whenever I'm trying to talk to somebody, I'm trying to further along our relationship, trying to bond just a little bit closer to you. I'm trying to become your best bud and trying to always be there, and I'm trying to be the best boyfriend, the best son, the best brother. And when I see other people that are with their special somebodies and they're just kind of like, fuck you, like, over simple materialistic shit, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What? I do agree with this. This is one of those movies that it's like the ending is like just another scene. It fucking hard cuts. Then your film is over. As powerful as those scenes are, they kind of just leave you like, doo-doo-doo. Let me search some videos now that my mind is blown. 6 out of 10. 6 years.
Happened to get a 6. I swear to God. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching.
It was a close to be 7 though.
Thank you for watching. As always, I deeply.
I don't know. I feel like it probably like wouldn't have gotten. It probably would have gotten a 5 if I had seen more than like a couple of romance movies in my entire life. But who knows? Anyway, that was my review for 6 Years. This romantic song to close it out. My honey, you're my bae. I want it any other way. No one needs cars or money. No, as long as you're my honey, you're my babe. I got the lyric wrong. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for watching as always. And with that, I leave you.